Hello guys, my name is Marcelo and welcome back to Learning with Marcelo Master Piggy. This video I will be teaching you guys a new verb in Japanese and I will be telling you guys how you can create the four different forms that we have for the verb that are very important for you to create your own sentences. Okay, I'm talking about the jishoke, which is the dictionary form, important for you to search the words, and also it's our tamego, which means friendly talk. You know, when you're talking to friends, you're gonna be using the jishoke. Then the second one is masuke, which is the opposite of tamego. When you wanna sound polite, you need to use masu. So to talk to your boss, to talk to your teacher, you do need to know how to say the masuke. The nike is the third one, is the negative form, and the last one is the tk, which is our imperative form. Okay, so very important for you guys to give instructions and follow instructions. Okay, in Japanese. So today's verb is gonna be this one. Okay, guys. So today's verb is the verb iu. Iu. Okay, it's a irregular verb and the meaning is to say, to talk, or to speak. So last video I showed you guys the verb hanasu, right? So it's very similar meaning wise, but I don't know, like for me, I memorized actually iu more like to say, okay, and hanasu more like to talk. So the image is more like EU is like basically you're just saying something like one person, but hanasu is more like maybe a conversation you need to people, but it doesn't really like um, say anything, but it's more like the way that I memorized. They're very similar, but somehow they're different. Okay, so remember, the hanasu kanji is used, for example, for conversation, kaiwa, right? While that this one is only like to say something. Okay, and in fact, if you look at the kanji, only the kanji of EU is the left part of the kanji of hanasu. In other words, the kanji of hanasu has this kanji plus the kanji of tongue, right? So it's kind of similar but different. Okay, but anyway, still, to say, to speak, to talk, you can memorize all of them. Now, let's have a look at the dictionary form. So, you, right? So the here again is gonna be the u, and the phrase is eigo de iu, eigo de iu. So to say in English. On the last video, Hanasu, I think the it was written eigo wo hanasu, right? Like talk in English. So what's the difference between o and de? Basically, they are the same, especially when you translate. But I want you guys to memorize that usually when we use de, sorry, it's more like uh it means more like it's a way of doing things, like it's how. So this is like the method. So to say in English, okay? And the next one is the masuke. So in order for you to make the masuke, we need to change the hiragana u for the e colon. So I u e o. It's gonna be e, right? So you just basically, and the first e stays e. So we have double e, okay? E masu. E masu. So make sure when you guys are reading or are saying it, you are actually saying double e sound, okay? Iimasu. So just extend a little bit the first e. Iimasu, iimasu. Okay? Let's have a look. Eigo de nan to iimasu ka? Eigo de nan to iimasu ka? Eigo de nan to iimasu ka? So this means in English, again the method here in English, how. Nanto is like how do you say? So how do you say it in English, basically? So you guys actually, these people, like people, Japanese people can ask you this question, how do you say this in English, how you say that in English, but you guys actually can use the sentence nihongo, 日本語で何と言いますか? How do you say it in Japanese? Pointing to things and stuff, okay? 日本語で何と言いますか? Okay, very useful phrase, guys. Next one, we're gonna move to the negative form, which is the nai, right? Remember, it has to finish with the nai. So this is pretty irregular about this verb. So usually we have the colon, right? A, u, e, o. So like we would use the a, right? So it would be I, a, nai. But I believe because it's kind of hard to pronounce I, a, nai, like two vowels in a row, we are using the wa. Okay, wa instead. So it becomes iwanai. Iwanai. Iwanai is the negative form of you. Okay? So let's look at the sentence then. そんなことを言わないでください。そんなことを言わないでください。そんなことを言わないでください。な、please, ね、ください。Please don't say 言わないで。こと would be like things like that, like this. そんな it's like those, these. Okay, so please don't say that. You know, it's like when people say something, you're like, oh my god, please don't say that. You know, そんなことを言わないでください。Good. And the last one, guys, is our teke. So here, in order to create our teke, we're gonna need a small tsu, which means it's a double T. So we're gonna have a break in between the verb I and the t. Okay, so it becomes itte, itte. Okay, let's have a look at the sentence. Yukkuri itte kudasai. Yukkuri itte kudasai. Yukkuri itte kudasai. So please say it slowly. On the last verb, I think it was yukkuri hanashite kudasai, right? Basically, it's the same, guys. Like if we're having a conversation, especially if two people are talking, we have more than two people. You say, please, guys, can you please talk slowly? So it would be like yukkuri hanashite kudasai. If you're only you talking with somebody else, you can say yukkuri itte kudasai. Can you say it slowly? Okay, this was today's verb. I hope you guys liked it, and see you on our next verb. Okay, take care, guys. それではまた。バイバイ。